Boo! It's me, it's Travis, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I created this look, which is like a red demon devil. If you want to see how I created this look, then keep on watching. Thanks. This thing honestly makes me feel like a priest, but I'm not mad at it. Imagine if I had priests watching my content. I mean, well, certainly not this video. Am I right? It is so cold right now. It is winter here in Australia, and I don't know exactly what the temperature is, but it is freezing. I have a blanket, this art smock, and a dressing gown underneath. Oh, and I also have YouTube on my Switch. For those who didn't know, I record these videos with my phone, so most of the time when I'm like sitting here doing my makeup, I'm sitting in silence. That sounds so sad. So yeah, I thought I'd watch some YouTube on my Nintendo Switch. All my beauty sponges are clean and damp. Benefit the Professional Matte Rescue Primer. Now for this look, I'm not going to be using my foundation or my concealer because I bought some Mehron sticks, as you guys know if you've watched my last video. I'm growing my collection slowly but surely. I plan to have a whole crap load of colors. I first started off with white and black, but I recently bought two other colors, which I'm going to be using one in this video, which you know it's red. But the other color I'm not showing you because I'm using that for a separate project. Okay, to start with, we're gonna go in with red Mehron stick. It is just in 400R. It is just their generic red. I do believe there is a bright red, but that wasn't in stock. I really hope this doesn't stain too much. Oh my god. I'm pretty used to staining on my face because I used to paint my face all different kinds of things. I mean, if you guys have seen my Krampus video, also I have these bunches of pictures on Instagram. It was something I was getting into for quite some time, so I'm used to it. This looks crazy, oh my god. Like, it genuinely looks like I've gone mad. Don't forget your ears. I'm also kind of dragging it into my hair a little bit because, you know, it'll look weird if I don't. You know what I mean? Also, sorry if like the lighting in this video is really weird. Obviously because my face is red, it's gonna like screw up with the lighting. Then we're just gonna get our white cream stick and do our highlighting. Now my inspiration for this look is probably inspired by this, but also a little bit of this. Which that was probably inspired by that. You know what I mean. Now I'm getting a little bit more of that red and just cleaning up my contour areas. I'm not going to do my full neck until later on. Now I'm just going to take some black and go into the really deep contour areas. I'm not using too much because I don't want to go crazy. And then I'm just going to get some of the white on my pinky finger. And I'm just going to use that to highlight my nose. Then I'm just going to take some of the Ben Nye Neutral Set Colorless Powder to set my face. Then I'm just going to the James Charles Morphe palette into this shade. I believe it's called You're Kidding. And I'm just going in with a Morphe M173 brush with that shade and just going all over my face. And the reason why I'm doing this is to get rid of all that like kind of powderiness that the setting powder left. Because sometimes when you're using a lot of like cream product and then set it with setting powder, the powder will kind of gather in like the most moist spots of your face and it will leave powder there and you just can't brush it off. So in this instance, I'm replacing it with red eyeshadow. And I'm just going into the Coca-Cola palette into this shade. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head, but I'll put the name of it here. But I'm just going to that shade into the darker areas. You know what I think is really funny? It's almost like when you paint your face with any other color that isn't natural, you can almost get away with anything because I'm literally contouring so messily right now and it looks kind of okay. Whereas if you were to do that with like a natural shade, it would look ridiculous. Now I'm just going to go in with this shade in the highlight areas. It's not too much lighter than the other shade, but I'm going over the highlight areas with this shade so my face looks less pink. The only place I'm not putting it is the center of my nose. Now I'm going to go ahead and do my eyebrows just using an angled Morphe brush and that black Mehron stick. Then after we do that, we're going to clean them up underneath with the white Mehron stick and then set them. Okay, we're going to go back into the James Charles X Morphe palette into this purple shade. And we're just going to put that in our crease. Now, of course, it isn't really going to look that purple because our face is red. Why do I always talk about myself in the third person? Is it third person? No, I think our is first person. But it's like as if it's like I'm teaching someone who's physically in the room with me and they're doing what I'm doing at the same time. It's so weird. Now just bringing it right into the inner of my eyebrow, kind of bringing it into the eyebrow and going straight up. And I'm also bringing that into my under eye as well. Then we're just going to go into this shade and deepen our crease even further. Then I'm just going in with a black shade right onto my eyelid, which isn't going to really matter because I'm going to do eyeliner anyway. Now it's time to cut the crease. Flat brush, which is dirty, but flat brush and some of that white paint stick. And I'm also going to do some of my under eye. Just kind of opening up that space. Like you have so much space on your eyes and you don't even know it. It just takes a lot of trial and error to find it. Now I'm just going to set with some setting powder, which I'd usually use eyeshadow, but I have my setting powder out right now, so I'm just going to use that. Brushing it off. Then I'm just going in with a small brush and some black shadow and just kind of blending it around where I cut the crease. And a little bit on my under eye. I even squeeze it a little bit to make it like sharp. Okay, now I'm just going into this shade with the Morphe X Coca-Cola palette and I'm putting that in my inner corner. Then I'm going into this shade and putting that all in the crease. And then we're going in with this shade and we're putting that just in the center towards the outside of where we cut the crease. Now it's time to do my eyeliner, and as per usual I'm going in with the e.l.f. Intense Ink eyeliner in Blackest Black. I'm just going to use that same eyeliner to do my eyebrows. Now, I don't really think I have to, but because I usually do, I'm going to do it anyway. You can't really tell the difference, but a couple people have said that doing that eyebrow thing is my signature. But, I don't know. I mean, maybe. If you watched an older video of mine, I say that I did that by accident one day. And then I just started doing it. Just going with the Black Moon lipstick in the shade Sleepwalker, which is black. Okay, now I have something that's kind of fun. So here are some little horns that I made the other day, and I'm going to spirit gum them to my head. And don't worry, this will be covered. So, yeah, let's do that. I hope this turns out well. So I'm going to get the horn and a little bit of spirit gum and just put it on the paper. And we're gonna sit that down and wait till it gets tacky. And do the other one. Gonna keep on waiting.
Time is a tool you can put on the wall or wear it on your wrist.
Okay, it's kind of tacky, so we're going to fold it just a little bit so it's bent. I'm just going to wait for that to dry and then I will cover this, which is basically just going to be a variation of all the shades I used for my skin color and, you know, eyeshadows and all that stuff. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I tried my best to stick them down and kind of camouflage them in. I think I did a pretty good job. Now I'm just going to go at it with these little sequin things and some spirit gum to further camouflage the horns. Okay, I'm back. I also put some on my under eyes. Now it's time to highlight. Now, I wasn't too sure what shade to use, but I think I've narrowed it down to this one here from the James Charles Morphe palette. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and paint my neck and put in some contacts, and then you guys will see the final look. I'll be right back. Here we are. This is the final look. I also put in these earrings, which I thought were pretty fitting considering the overall ensemble. And this is my new crop top. I even painted my arms. Do you know anyone else Who's that dedicated? Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked this video, leave a like, comment, and if you haven't already, subscribe if you want to, and share with all your friends or whoever you think would enjoy this video. If you want to follow me on social media, all the links will be in the description, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.